Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast, where we will dive into the mindset, spirituality, and practical tools to have more of what you want with less effort. I'm your host, Natalia, a mindset shifter, certified life and success coach, and hypnotherapist who is obsessed with making your life feel good from the inside out. So let's dive in today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hello guys, how are you? I'm so excited you joined me for another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. My name is Natalia and I am a certified life and success coach, and I'm what they call the mindset shifter, and I help you to shift your mindset so you can live an abundant life with less effort and more whatever it is that you want. If it's love, if it's more money, if it's the freedom, if it's manifesting your dream in whatever way that it looks like, with less doing, less effort, and less anxiety, and more ease, flow, receptive mode, and all the good stuff. So speaking of less effort, today we're going to talk about and really addressing the being overworked, being exhausted, feeling burned out. And if you feel this is you have to listen to this episode. Moreover, it's not just probably you just feeling burned out. What's more even frustrating probably for you is that you don't see the results that you crave so much. You want the quantum leap. You want the big numbers in the end of the month. In looking at your numbers, look at your bank account and say, wow, this is the life. This is the wealthy version of myself. This is what I want. But you know that if you're going to keep working harder, there's just no more energy and effort or doing you can do anymore, because you exceeded your capacity of doing and the hours of the day you're working. And you know that it's time for a change. There's time to do things differently. Now, I'll share with you guys my story. I moved here when I was 21 after my military service in Israel, and moved here to the United States to pursue to become an opera singer and music educator. And I went to college for my undergrad and master's and graduated with performance major. I'm an opera singer and also music education. And while I was pursuing my degree, I literally spent every waking hour, meaning from 7 a.m., I was already in campus, practicing piano, practicing my roles, practicing anything I could, doing homework or preparing for either a quiz or a test or assignment, whatever. People don't understand how demanding it is. People think, oh, music, it's so much fun and easy. It was a lot of work. And I learned how to play pretty much every instrument, and learning theory and history, and also general studies, like every undergrad program in the United States. You got to do chemistry and biology and all the things in order to get your degree in the end. So I did it all. And after that, typically 4 or 5, I will go either to rehearsals, because I was, doing roles and operas, or I would perform, or I would work part-time. And I worked as a salesperson for a cosmetic store in Manhattan, and I would literally sell creams, serums, skincare, you name it, standing in the snow, giving some samples, and and just selling. That's what I did. And I sucked at it, right? I had the good intentions. I was good, but I wasn't consistent, and it was really, really hard for me. And I would make out of my commission, I would not make any, base salary or anything like that. It was just like whatever I sold, I would get a percentage of it. And it was really, really rough for me. So in my master's degree, I actually, because master's degree, you have less credits. It's not as intense as the undergrad. For me, at least, that was my experience. And I went to pursue my music education degree and to become a music educator and music director in private school in Brooklyn. And I did that during the day, right? It was part-time. I could kind of like move my schedule and do things around, kind of meet both ends. And also at nighttime, I would either go to my rehearsals, do my concerts, or go to another job as a salesperson in a different skincare store where I would also get commission, but also I would get salary. And I was also working weekends, double shifts, literally working every single hour of the day, guys. To tell you that I was tired is like, say the least. Okay. It was very, very hard. And when I look back then and I think about the numbers, I would make maybe 60, 70,000, like not even, probably like 60 or 50. And I would work every single day, all day. It's just crazy. And then after I finished my master's and I was teaching, I was a music director, as I said, in a private school in Brooklyn for a good 4 years. In my last year, I kind of lost the passion for it. I was, you know what, I can't do this anymore for the rest of my life. And if you are an educator in New York City, you got to go through a lot to get the certification, to get the credentials, and not to speak about also the degree, right? It's a lot. And I just didn't feel the passion for it. I remember that day like it was yesterday. It was August when I was preparing my classroom. And I just remember thinking to myself, oh my God, I almost like feeling that anxiety in me and thinking, I don't know if I can do this anymore. How can I do this for the rest of my life? Am I going to do this thing every single day for the rest of my life? I literally, that was a moment when I understood that I have to make a change and I can't stay there anymore. And when I made that choice, opportunity came to me to become a salesperson for woman-owned electrical contracting company in New York City. And that's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to completely change industries and I'm going to go all in into being a salesperson in this field, which I had nothing to do with. I never knew anything about it. But this opportunity came to me, what I have to lose. And funny enough, the second I left, a month later, the school closed down because financially they owned a lot of money and they just decided to close shop. So it's interesting how the universe works, right? So here I am in this new industry working like crazy, guys, because I always felt like I have nothing. I don't know anything. I have to learn everything. It's like a completely different language, different everything, right? All my selling skills was almost like not beneficial because it's completely talking to specifically mainly men, going door to door, doing cold calls, messaging, emailing, networking events, meetings, like all day, every day. I would work. And then after, I would go to all these happy hours, dinners, networking events, meetings, name it. And I worked, guys, for 2 years, every single day, maybe 14 hours a day, if not more. Every waking moment was me dedicating to this job, building my network, building my name, building my, building everything. Plus, we build a business from nothing. So I was doing the website, we did everything, the social media, the branding, marketing. As we go, we just build it up together. And what's interesting, I worked all these hours and I would look in my sales report and I would look at the number and I would say, wow, this is like, I don't know how much harder can I work, because this is just like, it doesn't represent the effort that I'm putting in. And that's where I feel so frustrated. but I didn't know anything else. I just like kept going. I thought, okay, I'm probably I'm the I'm making a mistake here. So I should go harder. I should work harder. I should wake up earlier, go to the gym at 5 a.m. and then go to breakfast, or start doing my workday at 7 a.m. and then finish my day even later and go to sleep at midnight, and doing the same damn thing every single day over and over and over. So one day, it was March 2020, guys. If you remember, that's when the whole world shut down. And this is honestly, if looking back, this is the best thing that happened to me personally, because it forced me to completely relax, completely stop my race, and really observe and kind of rethink everything I did. I will tell you, if this whole COVID thing wouldn't happen and we were not forced to be in our houses and just now leave our apartments, I would probably be in the hospital, because I was so tired. I was exhausted, overworked, and just completely deflated, like completely emotionally, physically, everything. If it wasn't like a physical illness, it would probably be something else. I don't know. But here we are in COVID times, right? March 2020. I'm actually, that specific period of time, I also went to America's Got Talent to audition in their main stage in Hollywood. And literally that day, the whole world shut down. It was insane. We were supposed to perform in front of the audience. There was no audience. We were supposed to perform in front of all the judges. It was 4 judges, right? Only 3 were there. Heidi was sick that day. We were there for like 14 hours and not knowing what's going on. And around like 9 p.m., we were on stage doing our call, doing our audition. And it was just crazy. But I remember I got a no in AGT. I just felt this whole thing, my cells not where it should be, feeling completely frustrated, completely miserable, really blaming and shaming myself, because it's almost like I'm not good enough, something is wrong with me, what I'm doing wrong, and just maybe people don't want to work with me, I'm not worthy of receiving a lot of money, and all those things that goes through our mind, right? And that time, I remember I spent a lot of time in nature. I would go like for weekends, go to nature, just go hike and take it easy. And that truly forced me to slow things down and look within and connecting to my true self, because I was just busy, doing. And when there's all of that gone and you're just sitting with yourself in silence and you're just connecting to your thoughts, to your feelings, and you kind of like coming back to your essence and who you are, sleeping longer hours, resting more, doing things that you like a little bit more, going into nature and traveling a little bit more as much as I could, right? Whatever a car ride would get you, I did that. And that slowly, truly helped me to understand that I don't want to come back to that person. I don't want to do this. It's made me sick thinking about coming back to these networking events and working as hard. I just couldn't do this anymore. My body, I would just like, it just brought all the negative emotions for me, even thinking about it. And if you feel that way, I want to congratulate you, my love, because this means that you truly ready for a change. Because what happens, we have, people that come to me, they either in the rock bottom, they are done, they are suffered enough, they have no capacity of pain, they are tired of their own bullshit, and they're ready for a change. Or you just decide not to hit rock bottom and you just decide you deserve more and you're willing to learn, what is it that can take you to the next level? So it's either those. But if you hit that rock bottom, like I did, know that right now you can only go up. You can only move forward. And there's no turning back. And you need to make that decision the way I did when I said to myself, I'm not coming back to that person that was working 14 hours long shifts, crazy, just to like hustling and grinding. And especially in New York City, guys, let me tell you, if you live in the United States, it's praised. You look as a better employee if you are somebody who's staying longer hours, if you come earlier, if you sacrifice every single piece of you into your job. But I'm here to tell you, this is not what gets you the wealth. Because now that I'm on the other side, I can tell you that the wealth and the money and the things you really truly want does not require any sacrifice. Has nothing to do with that. You don't need to sacrifice or do something out of the ordinary to be wealthy. You are already worthy of all the wealth you want, already, as you are right now. You were born worthy. And that is the truth, guys. And during this time when I was kind of coming back to myself, I was starting to work on myself. I knew that I have to do something. And I start working on myself. If it's listening to podcasts, reading, taking mentors, working on myself, working on my subconscious, specifically shifting my understanding and mindset and beliefs, because I believe that the more I work, the more money I'll make. That was my truth. And what happened, the brain always gives us evidence of whatever belief we hold, right? So they say if one person says X and the person says Y, they both correct because they see things from their perspective and they have evidence of whatever they believe. But the question is, what belief serves you? Is it serving you truly to say to yourself, working hard equals more money? How much working hard can you do? How many people you know around you are dedicated teachers, dedicated any person you see yourself, right? You see like waiters and this and people that are serving industries or whatnot, working every single hour like I did. They're not rich. They're not. But if you look to the true wealthy people, you learn and you see that they're not working a lot. They're working smart. They are understanding the most important the most important thing they have is their time. And they're not selling it for money. There's no exchange. Time equals money. This is wrong. They exchange value with money, right? And value and solution to a problem and expanding and creating a staff, creating a business around that is generating the money that they want. And after I worked on my subconscious and starting to implement this new belief that I'm worthy of the wealth, that I am a magnet to massive abundance, that abundance is everywhere around me, that I don't need to work hard. I don't need to push. I don't need to knock on doors and beg for people to work with me. It's done. That's not who I am anymore. And when I started to understand and believe that it's easy to attract money, it's easy to attract the right clients, more little by little, right? It's not happened overnight, little by little, the right clients came. And I closed my biggest job. It's like $200,000, something like that, in 1 month, like that. It was just like more than I ever made in the entire work 2 years in the company, right? And then I became a vice president of business development. I became the vice president of the company. Okay. I tripled my income with ease, guys. And the secret is the subconscious. I was still doing things, right? Don't get me wrong. I would still go to networking events. I would still make appointments. I was still reaching out to people. I would still do the things that I knew that's going to generate attraction, right? The leads, the clients, but the energy behind the actions was so potent, was supporting my next level self. And that's why it was magnetic. And that's where a lot of you guys don't understand why there's things are not happening. It's because you're doing the things, but underneath the subtext, the energy behind your action is saying money, more money equals more problems. More money equals either in your if you were growing up in a family where you saw your parents fighting over money, and they, God forbid, they got separated or divorced. For you, more money equals separation, heartbreak. You want to avoid it. Your subconscious wants to protect you, so it would do everything and anything to protect you. Your brain doesn't know the difference between reality or false reality, or no, it feels triggered and it's activating your entire being and cells and your entire being. So when you understand that, when you start to shift your mindset, you start to shift your energy, and you're doing the things from that place, ooh, the sky's not even start to be the limit for you guys. And what also I did, I stopped working a lot. I was not saying yes to everything. I was not going to every event. I was honoring myself throughout the day. I would start my day focusing on me, what I need. If it's my meditation, if it's my mindset up accelerator, guys, it's a free meditation that I give you guys, that it gave me all the things I just told you about. This is it. It's a quick breath work, guided meditation to align yourself to that high potential, the infinite potential and abundance, and also journal prompts to get yourself, setting yourself up for success. And this is what I did every single morning. And then I would go to the gym, and then I would set myself up where throughout the day, I would ask myself, what do I want to do? What my body needs right now? And connecting to what I want, not what I need to do, but what I want to do. Do I want to call this person right now, or do I want to call this person right now? Do I want to post this right now, or do I want to send this email right now? Do I want to go this way or this way? And literally keep asking myself this question throughout the day, and coming from a place what I want to do, not forcing myself and kind of pushing myself to do things just because this is the right, that's what people say and you should do. So making decisions from the want, putting time for myself throughout the day. So as I said, in the morning, my meditation, in the, let's say in the middle of the day, I would take a walk or a lunch, or call my friend or call my family, or do something that I want to do for myself, setting time for myself, and leaving my nights for myself to decompress, to do a nice bath, or taking myself to a nice massage, or take a class that I enjoy, or just reading a book I enjoy, and just tuning in and understanding the rest is productive. And this is why we don't understand. Just think about it this way. As the hustlers, right? As the doers, as the pushers, as the overachievers as we are, we are doing. And if you see me right now on YouTube, you see me kind of pushing my elbow forward, right? You pushing out. But what happens when you start allowing and start attracting, you start being in that essence of that person that already has the money and all the things you want already? You no longer chase, you already open your hand and you start to allow the things come to you. In nature, there's push and there's pull. In music, there's always push and there's pull. Everywhere there's push and there's pull. There is need when we need to kind of take our energy out, but we also need to bring in energy to ourselves. We need to bring in the things to us. We need to let the universe to allow it to bring us what we want, but we can't do it with pushing out, out, and do. So when you understand that, being in your rest mindset, right? Resting, it is productive because that's when things come to you. That's when your greatest ideas comes to you. That's when those inspired actions come to you. Like those crazy things you would never think they will lead to something, but they always do. And that is where you're replenishing yourself. You're really filling your own cup. And when you go do the things, it is so much more potent because you are rested. You're vibrating completely differently. You're not tired and depleted, and you're like, you just don't want to hold a conversation. You're not holding yourself up the way you truly are. And it's completely different. So this is it, guys. No more pushing, no more hustling. We're done with that. This is not the vibe in 2023 for sure. The vibe is receiving, allowing, trusting, and shifting and choosing again and again every single day. Now, if you guys want to dive deeper, you want to shift your mindset, you shift your subconscious mind so you all can align yourself physically, like practically know what to do, but also subconsciously work on your limited beliefs that you don't even know they exist, but they're there. Because 95% of all our choices, all our behaviors are ruled by our subconscious. You want it or not, this is what it is. And a lot of us are 7-year-old running the show still. And this is what I'm talking about. So many business owners, so many salespeople that I know, they can make so much more, but they are afraid because their inner child sees that as danger. And when you know how to shift through, obviously through my bridge method, that's combining the spiritual, combining the practical, combining all the modalities like hypnotherapy, like NLP, like breath work, like human design, like rapid resolution therapy, and so many more things that I incorporate in my practice to help you uniquely to shift your subconscious so you align yourself to your truest being, so you start vibrating completely differently. And this is what it's all about. And I have 2 spots open right now for you, for those who want to elevate their business, they want to elevate their sales, they want to elevate their income, but more importantly, they want to elevate themselves. They're not available to work harder anymore. They are willing to enjoy their day to day, start having a life you don't need a vacation from. And this is the most important thing, guys. I see it, the whole like hustling culture is almost like this diet culture, right? Think about if you would like eat and overeat and overindulge and overdrink and all the things you know they're not good for your body, but you still do it and you shove food in your mouth and you keep eating until you feel truly sick, like your body feels heavy, everything aches, everything doesn't feel comfortable. And that's where you say, okay, I got to start my diet. And you go on a diet for a week. But then you come back to the overindulging, overeating, and that's this becomes this vicious cycle that bazillion millions of dollars were made on that vicious cycle. That's what's happening to us, guys. We're working hard. We're pushing 6 months, and then we get the 5 days of vacation. So we take a week off, go to Florida, being so exhausted, sleeping most of the time. By the time you're already done with the vacation, you're coming back to your essence. You go back to work, back to the grinding. And it's just, again, this vicious cycle. Let's decide from now on, we creating a life that we don't need to take a vacation from. We are vacationing as we making our dreams come true, as we work. This is the vibe. This is the goal for us, to incorporate more self-care, incorporate more things that makes us happy, incorporate what excites us throughout the day, throughout our work, and start building this life that feels exciting, that feels luscious. It feels good. It feels like chill. Just feel relaxed. It feels inspiring. Feels exciting. And it's all about deciding first. So if you decided that this is what you want, I invite you to apply to my coaching journey. It's a 3-month where I'll take you from wherever you are to your next level self in your business, in your sales, whatever that is, to make you magnetic, to make you so magnetic to the wealth you want. You have no idea. So if you feel this is for you, go ahead. All the information's in the show note. You can click the link. And if you want to get a taste from me, you want to start kind of getting yourself into the receptive mode. You want to receive more. You want to allow more. You want to relax more. And you can't sit by yourself for 15 minutes because you're going to lose your mind because all these thoughts come into your head. The Mindset Up Accelerator is a great start for you. So go ahead, download it. It's completely free. So do it, guys. That's it. This is ours, today's episode. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. As always, love talking with you guys on Instagram. So go follow me on Effortlessly Abundant Life, on my YouTube, Effortlessly Abundant Life, and Facebook. Write to me, DM me, let me know what's your favorite drink for the winter time. Mine is what I love. I love matcha. I'm into my matcha days now. So let me know what's your favorite drink. And I would love to chat with you guys. And as always, always remember the best is always yet to come for you. You are okay. Everything is going to fall into place. Everything will be more than just fine. I promise you. So trust yourself. As always, I love you guys, and I'll see you in our next episode.